Big Buns Essentials. I'm here with Lalo, resident Mr. Nice Watch.
RPX.
RPX. It's today, so you're gonna see this on Monday. So this is a week old, but rest in peace, X. Lalo, you were telling me something about X and having to do with Trippie Redd.
Yeah, it's his birthday on the same day he died.
Trippie's birthday.
Yeah.
And you were saying that Trippie was in jail.
Yeah, I think he was in jail the same day he died.
Sad, right?
It's a horrible birthday.
Can't
it's
even
a bomb. That's
bad day all around. And then the next year you gotta think about it. And then the next year, did he post anything or say anything publicly about X today?
I mean, probably. I think because
Just haven't seen anything.
I think he put out no, actually no. I just saw a post that said "Happy Birthday" from World Star.
Oh, okay. It's probably such a hard thing to think about and talk about. I have a lot of friends. We have friends that probably super hurt about it coming back up again. Just thinking about it.
Yeah, RPX.
I was listening to some of his music today. And then I saw some, I don't know, Swedish electronic band or something like that did a remix to that Sad song. They did a pretty good job with it. It was pretty nice. I don't listen to that type of music really, but it popped up, I think, just because I was listening to X at the time. Favorite X song?
Gone Too Soon. Favorite?
Yeah.
Look at Me.
That was the one, right?
Best song.
That was it.
That was the song. The song. They replayed that shit at Rolling Loud so many times.
Yeah. It was huge. Man, remember going to see him when he had barely any dreads? They were Cheeto dreads, or barely that even. Did he even have them? I'm trying to think about it now. He did. I thought so.
He didn't even have a real stage. He just had the upcoming artists.
Yeah.
booth.
It was tiny.
With the fucking
just under a little canopy, not even
the Guitar Center speakers and the shitty mic.
And he had a bad DJ at the time.
Horrible. The feedback.
Yeah.
He kept telling him to restart and
on every song.
Knocked out some kid in the crowd.
That was crazy. I was
almost got
I
knocked
backed
out.
up. I was standing from afar.
I think I got swung at.
Yeah. Pushed on and everything. Yeah. That was so crazy. Because you were telling me about X before that, and I didn't. When you first showed me a song, I didn't really get it. The "Look at Me" song, that was the first thing you showed me. And I was like, "What is this? I don't like this." Blah blah blah. And then you were like, "No, you got to see him live." And then told me, we go to Rolling Live, we're gonna see him, and blah blah blah.
Yeah, and we left it was Roy Woods was about to perform, and we're like, "No, we're gonna go see X." It's who's that? I don't know.
Yeah, and there wasn't that many people. What were there,
Wi-Fi.
20 people there or something?
It was Wi-Fi and Rob Banks on the stage with him and all the
guys.
Members only.
I bet you Craig Zen was there. And
I think so.
And we didn't even, maybe you did, but I didn't even realize it. I didn't know any of them. I knew Rob Banks, but no one else.
Sweaty shit on it wasn't even a stage. It was a foot off the regular ground.
Yeah, we could touch them. Yeah. There was no separation.
You could go up on the stage and...
Yeah, there was a lot of people even on the stage, on the tiny stage. I remember that. That was wild. Take us back. That was so cool. It's cool to see him before he was really big, because he kind of... We got to see him live and see the growth. It would have been incredible to see him live again before he had passed. With such a difference in his music.
I mean, will we ever get another Rolling Loud?
With everything going on?
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Was the last Rolling Loud?
Wasn't it last year?
The last one.
It was last year, right? In May?
Yeah.
But, yeah. It's too late now. I can't imagine. Nothing. They can't even do anything this year. There's no way. Even if they wanted to. In what state? Who would go? Where we're at, everything's going to close down again. I'm pretty confident about it. They're making it mandatory to wear masks, or else you'll get a civil citation. A bunch of BS, if you ask me.
Going back to phase 1.
Yeah. So what? On the next episode, we're gonna have to wear masks.
Oh shit.
Pre-recorded in February or something.
Mix One Essentials masks on sale now.
Yeah, still on sale. We got only a few left, but we're ready to get them out to you all. On sale, on sale, on sale. Yeah. I don't know. It's been pretty sad, man. There's been so much going on. We're still like on the coattails of the George Floyd murder, and I'm happy to see that there's still protests going on. Honestly, there was a couple of days where nothing really happened, and I was like, "This, like, don't tell me people forgot." Or, you know what I mean? Like,
had that, like,
people move on so fast.
He had Trump signed the Police Reform Act or something.
Really, I didn't see that.
I don't know. I don't know. I heard it was just kind of some like weak stuff.
Yeah.
Just trying to ride on this wave right now. Everybody's like,
is that what the Juneteenth thing is? I feel like I'm so ignorant to what it is. I don't know.
No, that's like the day slavery was ended or something. It was like, yeah.
Because I saw Trump said something about it. I saw a headline, let me be clear, that Trump was trying to take credit for Juneteenth.
Oh my God.
I didn't know what it is. Ignorant, like I said, but I was like, what is it? So he couldn't really take credit, right?
You gotta take credit for all those people getting hung.
He should take credit for that, right?
That shit was crazy. People getting hung in like California, and then
recently.
Yeah,
you're talking about recently. Yeah. I saw 2 happen.
California and was it Texas or Mississippi?
I saw 2 in California.
Oh yeah, it was 2 in California, and they were like within a mile of within like a couple miles of each other.
The articles I read said,
and like
for one guy, that it was suicide, and I thought, like, why are so many people sharing it if it was just suicide? Like, it seems like there's more to it if the like social narrative is really different from what the article was saying.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some crazy stuff happening. The cops getting scared to eat their food. People
crying about it.
People getting hung.
The people getting hung thing is really scary. There was someone talking. I forget where I heard it, but they said, "Oh, it was Dave Chappelle." It was on his
the special.
Special.
Yeah.
He said that his grandfather was a slave, and it brings it back because people think about like slavery as this so long ago. Like they think like 300 years ago, 400 years ago. Like, no, it's like he's what? How old is he? 50. His grandfather was a slave.
That's not that long ago.
Not at all. Not at all. I tell people that all the time. I've always been caught up on that. It's like, it wasn't that long ago for you to think like, oh, it's in the past, blah, blah, blah. Like, no.
It was kind of crazy that on his special how he was like, I can't forget the time because that was the time I was born in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
That's kind of crazy. Oh, no. I watched that. Yeah. I watched that special like twice.
You did?
Yeah,
I saw it the one time. I didn't watch it again.
It was kind of weird because it wasn't on Netflix.
It wasn't?
It wasn't. I looked it up on Netflix, and they didn't have it on Netflix. It was on YouTube, on a page that said Netflix,
isn't funny or something like
funny.
that. Yeah, that is Netflix. It's like their comedy page, but you didn't see it on the Netflix like app.
I was on the Xbox.
Wow, that's weird.
You would think I looked it up on like the trending and the most popular. It wasn't on there. Then I looked up Dave Chappelle. And it wasn't on there.
I wonder why.
Did you see it on?
I watched it on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have it on Netflix.
I feel like some people are not putting things out. I don't know what Netflix is doing. Like, I'm not saying anything about Netflix specifically, but we have a friend who he was just going through some racist things right now. He was walking down the street. A neighbor called him the N-word, and then it looked like in the video that he took of the neighbors doing this to him, one of them, it looked like he had a gun on him. Crazy. And then the other one was saying, I fought for this country for so many years to have the right to call you a racial slur. And I was like, what the heck? So I commented saying, you're like, hey, I'm sorry that this happened to you. They're white devils. And then Facebook pulled that comment and said it was against like guidelines. I'm like, how are you gonna pull me for saying this? Like, they're white devils. Like, isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah.
But then, you know, you can, if there's audio of things like that, or people saying like white people saying the N-word in derogatory ways, or just in general, it wouldn't get pulled. I'm like, why are you pulling me for just saying like, I'm sorry that these people are bad people? It was weird. I was like, it just got me thinking, is there a narrative also that even social media and platforms are trying to keep hidden? You know?
Yeah. It's probably about a bunch of hate speech on the internet right now.
Yeah. I would imagine.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know.
I saw Facebook finally started pulling ads from Donald Trump. I was like, yes, go Facebook. It's bad kind of too, because they're changing the way the voting's going to go. But
did you see that they're going to hold a rally in Oklahoma for Trump, but they're signing waivers
so they can't sue if they get sick?
Yeah.
I saw that. From a business perspective, it makes sense, but
they're going to get sick.
Probably.
It's
probably. Did you see that there was like a thing going around online where the tickets for that rally are free? So people are like, buy all the tickets or buy, quote unquote, all the tickets and don't go. So he has just an empty rally. I was like, wow, that's kind of funny. Imagine if people did that.
Nah, line up.
Yeah, there'll be tons of people.
I wonder if they'll wear masks.
Maybe they'll have to. Or maybe they'll be temperature checked, which is
how far is it going to be from the people?
Him?
If it's in the air and he's in the same building or around it, he's going to get sick.
He might already be. I don't know. None of them wear masks. Have you seen him in a mask? I haven't.
No. Remember he went to like a factory and they had to throw everything away that they produced that day because he didn't wear a mask?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
No.
He went to go visit. I can't remember what it was. It was. I think it was like a mask making like factory, and everybody was required to wear a mask. And he came in there without a mask because he refused. So they lost all of the production from that day. They had to throw it away.
That's crazy.
Oh, it was a test. It was a test, a COVID test making facility. And they had to throw away all the tests.
Of course they had to. Why would he even think that's okay? Why would they let him in though? If they knew they'd have to throw him away, why'd they let him in there?
Could have just been outside.
But why let him in?
I don't know.
I mean, he should have worn a mask in the first place, but why let him in?
If he's not wearing a mask,
because he's the president.
Why would anyone else wear a mask?
It's true. Biden's been wearing masks.
Yeah, I know.
Well, he's had them like hanging off of his ear to talk during interviews.
Yeah, but he's not like ignorant. He does.
Well,
not like that. I mean, he knows he knows that it's actually like killing people.
Yeah.
He don't have like all this money to be like gloating about all this medicine he's taking that he's not supposed to be taking.
It's like a mix of things.
Jeez, I don't even know.
Man, I hope we get Kamala Harris for VP.
All I know is 2021 Bucks Super Bowl champs. No, but yeah, it's just crazy.
Can we say what we're gonna do? Probably not. We probably shouldn't.
No, we're gonna get sued.
Well, I think you
did we not cuss it for long enough?
You cussed in the 3rd minute, so you messed it up already.
What'd I say?
Shit.
Oh.
Yeah, you messed it up.
That don't count.
We'll figure it out. Maybe it doesn't. I know damn doesn't count. You can say damn.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. We're figuring this out, YouTube. We're still figuring this out. We've been doing pretty good.
J. Cole, Kendrick.
Check out a video that we did with the CVT group. They just hit 1.5K views. Bunch of likes, bunch of comments. They're hilarious. They reacted to the 6ix9ine Trolls video with Nicki Minaj. We'll probably have them in. If you like it, we'll probably have them in to do another reaction.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
And if you want reaction videos done to your video, submit them. management@mixoneessentials.com.
Drop it in the comments.
Yeah, drop it in the comments. DM us anywhere. Yeah.
J. Cole, Kendrick. Is it real?
J. Cole tweeted it.
He tweeted it?
He tweeted it. He tweeted the album art, which was like it was to the album title, To Pimp a Born Sinner.
No.
Yeah. So it was like the cover art. I'll put it in the video. The cover art was like his face and Kendrick's face together. And I think they were in like a graduation outfit at a podium. I think I could be getting this wrong, but it was definitely his face.
Half and half?
Yeah. And it was To Pimp a Born Sinner.
Huh. That would make sense.
It makes sense that it would finally come. Like everyone's been waiting for this. It only makes sense, right?
It'd be the perfect timing for it because it'd actually say something.
They would actually say something.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, all this like TikTok and all this like, I like 6ix9ine, but
he's not saying anything like
important.
It was
just entertaining.
I mean, he did something good because he donated proceeds. I forget to what foundation specifically, but I think it was a Black Lives Matter.
Oh, I think it was the one that gets him out if they protest.
Was it Colin Kaepernick's one?
No,
we'll figure it out.
It was like the one that like pays for the legal fees if they get like arrested, I think, or something.
Kaepernick's is doing that.
It might have been. No, I don't think it was Kaepernick's.
Maybe not.
Anyways.
Yeah, I think it would be awesome if if that album comes out, if it's real.
Yeah, the new J. Cole song was pretty good. It was like actually.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it?
Nope. I'll listen to it.
I don't know. I saw him like tweet about some stuff. Like he was trying to say it was somebody. They were trying to say it was somebody he was talking about in specific, but.
About what?
About like, he's like famous and he like a lot of people just trying to get like clout and attention off of like the whole Black Lives Matter like movement. And
how do you feel about that? How do you feel about people making music videos at the protests?
Only if they're gonna keep talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be more than one video.
Yeah, I was kind of against it at first. I thought that's weird. Like, why do that? But then I thought, if they do a video, like Lil Baby did a video, YG did a video,
like YG, but I thought, and Lil Baby, theirs makes sense because they're actually like they're living it. They're not fake to it. They got songs they've done before, that talk about it, like.
Mm-hmm. But I thought that they're gonna reach an audience that couldn't get reached another way. You know what I mean? Like they could get even just one more person on the side of Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Or they could, maybe there was like one kid who their family says all lives matter, but they heard that song or saw the music video and changed their mind. So at first I thought it was weird, but then I was like, there could be something to this. There could be a real benefit to having the music video.
I don't even think it's that. Like, to be honest, like I don't think anybody's really over here like debating like, like black people aren't getting like treated like bad and this and that. Like that's not even a debate. Like, come on, like everybody knows like, it's fucked up like how they've been treated, and like everybody knows they get like. It pretty much is damn near like segregation and, discriminated against. Like everybody feeds off like the culture and like feeds into the stereotypes. Everybody knows. Like if you want to just ignore it, that's just you trying to like say it's like hype. Say it's something else.
What about? Did you see the video of all those? It was all white actors. Did you see that video?
No.
And the video was in black and white. It was like the bald young guy from making Breaking Bad, some lady from that witch show, the uh, where it's always a different type. Like one time it was a circus, then it was like a
Oh
witch
yeah,
haunted place.
American Horror Story.
Yeah, 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 and a bunch of people, but it was all white people, and they were like, "This is wrong. This is unjust." But like the complaint was like, "You guys said nothing like ever before." Like people have gone back through their Twitters and through their accounts, and like when, for instance, when Colin Kaepernick was initially kneeling and making a point, and there was nothing said by these people. And then this happens and they make a whole video about it. And again, like there's some bright side, like someone could get reached by this, but it was like so phony. It was like they just wanted to be heard, they just wanted to be seen, just wanted attention. That was like the big argument about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of posers, like
a lot of girls just taking Instagram pictures. And
yeah, you look at all these like Instagram people and they just have one black tile and 2 posts about like Black Lives Matter, and that's it.
Then they're gonna move on.
They'll have a couple. They'll have a couple of other posts, and then it's nothing. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
It's like,
do you really care, or are you just kind of hanging out with everybody because that's what everybody else is posting?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you can't really post like your regular picture to get likes.
Yeah, and that's what bummed me out the other day. Like I said, just earlier, I was like, there was a couple days where no one was saying anything. There was nothing going on. For a while, it was like everything you'd see in your Instagram was this. Everything you'd see on your Facebook was this. Everything you'd see on your Twitter. And then there was 2 days when nothing happened. No one said anything. And I'm like, come on, don't take a break. You know what I mean? Like, keep this conversation going. Keep trying to get the change.
You know what's kind of weird, too? How all this is happening right now. Like, COVID is coming back. Like, the infections are going up. The protests are still happening. There's a lot of killings and a lot of like police deaths and just like hangings. And then you got like the whole like cell phone network going out.
That's crazy.
And meanwhile,
it's a DDoS. It's like disturbance in signal, so it like floods the communication of the websites and the browsers and stuff so you can't use any of them.
Yeah, didn't they have that? They had a blackout Tuesday the other day.
That's kind of
now
odd,
you
right?
had this, and meanwhile, like I know nobody really like looks at it, but you got like China and India, like fighting over like their borders. And then, like, Hong Kong's about to be taken back by China. Like, Trump denounced Hong Kong as a independent, like an independent status. Like, y'all better be careful.
Hillary lost her, I forget what it's called.
Oh, her trial?
Her trial, yeah.
She lost the trial for the emails?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Hillary, you kind of fucked up. Why'd you give him your password?
Yeah. It's crazy,
yeah.
But it is wild. The DDoS, like, it's like basically like a smaller EMP. Like, it didn't affect me at all. My phone was fine. All my social media was fine. I guess maybe I just was one of the few that didn't get affected by it.
Verizon were working.
Verizon was supposed to be not working. AT&T had an issue, but I guess they got it fixed. And then Frontier had an issue. That's like the major cable provider in this area. So, it's like people just got shut down. It's wild to think that can happen. Like,
going back the Nextel, the walkie-talkie.
We're gonna have walkie-talkies and chirp phones.
Chirp.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy that all this is happening. And I just saw like it was like somebody that was in Trump's like cabinet. I can't remember. He has a book where he exposes a lot of the stuff that was happening with like the Ukraine like scandal and all that, like where he almost got impeached.
Oh yeah.
And he talks about it in the book, but he didn't talk about it on record when they were getting interrogated. So he held it. He held it this whole time
for his book.
To sell.
That's phony though.
And it leaked.
That's phony. Well, good it leaked, but that's phony, right? Like, why are you holding it for books? It makes you wonder: is it even true? Like, if you're just saying it in a book, but you wouldn't say it in the court of law, and then shouldn't you be in trouble for that?
It makes sense because he's putting it out now after the fact, after he's already been proven like not guilty over this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, what, they pay this guy off to not say anything?
Like, you can't get, there's no, like, I guess it's like kind of like double jeopardy. You can't get tried again for something that's already been proven.
You can't though, can you?
I don't know. Well,
if more evidence comes out, can you?
Why would he put out a book?
I don't know.
After the fact.
Trump's falling apart though, man. And like,
you know what I saw? He's actually losing in the polls right now. Bad.
Is he?
50-30.
Wow.
And he's losing bad in the swing states. They're not even swing states anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
They're
Florida,
just blue now.
Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Good. I mean, I don't want him to be president again. I don't like Joe Biden for the most part. I don't really like what he stands for, but if
he could remember who he was and where he was and who his wife was.
If he could stop saying that there's two of him, vote for the other Joe Biden.
What was the thing he said with Charlemagne? Like, if you don't vote for me, then you're not black. Something
along those lines. He said, if you're having like any trouble on who to decide to vote for,
you're not black.
Or you're not black. Yeah, I'm like things like that. I hate that he would say something like that. You kind of like, in a vague way, get his point. You're like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like really trying to get the black voters and whatever. But it's like people can think for themselves. I'm sure there's tons of black people who don't want him to be president that like Trump. It's like, come on, you can't say something like that. It's so broad. It's so like nothing. I don't think he really thinks things out. I don't know if he's even capable.
Yeah. I was watching some of those protests in like, I think it was like in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen there was a bunch of like Cubans that were for like Trump.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
But it doesn't make sense because they left the country with a dictator that doesn't help them.
For another dictator?
For another dictator who's not going to help them. What are they doing?
I mean, it's not all Cubans.
No, not all Cubans, but there was like
that group.
It was like
a doesn't
group.
Make
you
sense.
know how there was like that? It was a rally. It was like Blue Lives, back up the blue. And they went to counter protest the Black Lives Matter protests. Like, I don't know. Like, they're not saying that cops' lives don't matter. That's not even the point. They're just saying there's like a bunch of like wrongdoings and like injustice.
I know so many people don't get
like,
it.
Are you not? There's like a point. There's the meaning. Black Lives Matter means like, hey, look, you're killing us with no justice. Like,
there's a higher brutality. Let's just say brutality as a whole against black people per capita. So people always are like saying, well, this number, this, whatever. But it's, if you look at it per capita, more black people are getting brutalized by police than white people. And like, that's the thing to focus on. Like, pay attention to that. Like, don't try to like, oh, this number, that number. Sure, there's truth in numbers, sure, but come on now. Like, let's be real. It is what it is. Black people are getting brutalized by police, and it's just wrong. And black people have been done wrong by the government for a long time. Redlining. What happened in it's actually called Greenwood. It was Greenwood Drive. In where was it? Blanking on it. Sorry, I'm blanking on it. But it was dang, I'm blanking really hard right now. Black Wall Street. These black people. It was during segregation. Jim Crow.
Oh, the town that was doing good.
They were doing good. They made a lot of money. Totally black community. Something happened. It derails everything, but white people came in and killed everybody. In a matter of 12 hours, burnt down the town and killed so many people. And it's like, come on. Like, come on. These people have been done wrong for so long. It's unbelievable. And that's the point. Is like you're saying, like Black Lives Matter is this. Black Lives Matter. There's these things going on systemically with police as well, and it's an issue. And it's like, why do you? I hate the argument where like, well, all lives matter. And you see this meme. I don't know if you saw it, but it was like, my house is burning down. Help! And then it was like a cartoon, and then the cartoon lady was like, well, what about my house? And it's like, your house isn't on fire. Like, come on. You know what I mean? I'm like, come on, man. It's that simple, really. It's like, a cartoon meme, but it's that simple.
Yeah, and I think at least the young people see that, like, this is real. Like, people are over here trying to be ignorant about this. And trying to act like it's not happening, Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with the mask. Like, everybody doesn't want to wear a mask, but there's a pandemic. Mm-hmm. Like, we didn't just shut down like for 2 months, 3 months.
To get shut down again soon.
Like, like, hey, like, like, all faces matter. Like, why the fuck do I gotta wear a mask? I want to breathe. Like, no, you wear a mask to prevent getting sick and getting other people sick.
Yeah. That's how I've always thought about it. Is just like, do the polite thing, if anything.
Yeah.
Take care of your neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We got sad here really quickly. That's been our show. Mix One Essentials. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Rest in peace, Ray Shard, the black man who was killed in Atlanta, outside of the Wendy's.
That's sad. That video was crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. I stand by. I don't think there was any reason to shoot him. I just don't. But
yeah.
Leave what you think in the comments. Let us know your opinions. We're definitely interested. We've gotten a lot of engagement lately, and we love hearing from you all. Mix One Essentials. Lalo?
Out.
Out.